Welcome to the King's Capital, everybody. I wasn't able to make a weekly update video over the weekend. It was a very amazing, fun weekend with the family. So here we are today, Monday, July 17. Just going to run through some, just a few charts. DXY, Euro USD. We'll look at XRP and what's going on with that. So hopefully you caught my short from the other day when I had mentioned back in 6/24, June 24th, that we were looking for more highs on XRP, and it delivered. So here we are looking at Euro USD right now. There's a lot of traders talking about just exhaustion in the market, right? Things have run up pretty high. This is super bullish. So I think we're just looking for buys. Am I in a sell on this? Yeah, I'm in a tiny little sell. It's not a particularly consequential sell. If I can just run it down to there, that's great. If I get stopped out, I'm not really too worried about it. But here's what we're looking at. Here's it at on the daily. We definitely have room to move down, but we just haven't confirmed any downside momentum yet. I do think there's room on the high side as well for us to push up, and I'll show you why. If we can make it over there, let's go. Over here to the left, we have a imbalance and then an order block just above right here. So the imbalance is sitting out on the low side about 1.2690, and then an order block just above. So I'm looking potentially to pop up and fill that gap. So if we don't break down from here, that would be my guess, is that we're going to push up to that zone at minimum. We could push higher, sure. Yeah, absolutely. But that's what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at potentially a pop up to here. And Lord willing, we'll get some downside. Really, I'm just looking for buys on this. So this sell is not, like I said, it's not a meaningful sell because this is a bullish market. And long term, I'm bullish on EU. I'm not looking for long term sells on EU. There's no reason that DXY should be bullish yet. Yeah, we could be pricing in some July rate hike potentially, which could give us the push down we need. But because it seems like inflation has cooled off a bit, there's even talks, I think, in the future of rate cuts. So overall, yeah, I'm not long-term bullish on DXY. I could be short-term bullish on DXY, but I even think we have some levels here to confirm. So let's take a look at that real quick. Yeah, so on DXY, here we go. We're sitting just above a level that is... I do have this one marked out, but there's another imbalance level that literally sits on this 61.8 right in here. So I think there's some confluence between Euro USD being able to push a little higher and DXY just popping down, maybe fulfilling this before we get some relief, right? But no long-term relief. It'd be literally just to fill in some of these imbalances and then continue down, right? Let's take a look at that weekly real quick. Please excuse the ugly chart. Where are we sitting? Yeah, we also have a minus fib extension. If you're into using fib extensions, I do like them as profit target. Usually take profit 2. Take profit 1's obviously going to be, structure. That first, if you're let's say for whatever reason you had sold right here, right? First profit target would be here. Second would be the minus 27, and then we'd probably leave a runner to see what happens. But yeah, not looking at anything significant as far as relief on DXY. Maybe a pop down to here, fill this gap, hit the demand zone, and then push up. There is a fair value gap through here on the high side. We could make it up there, but we'll just have to play it by ear, guys. If thens, if we can change structure on the 4 hours and a shift, then I'm looking to the daily to fulfill that. Otherwise... yeah, that's what we're looking at for Euro USD. Super messy chart. My apologies. This is how we get. But on the 1 hour, here's what I saw this morning. I was up early this morning. Last week, I did take a sell and then closed it for a little better than break even. I just didn't really want to hold it, so I closed the trade right here at 1.2339 roughly. I just didn't want to hold over the weekend. I had no confidence this trade was going down. And to be fair, this is counter trend. So, trying to catch tops is not exactly what you want to do. Might be breaking my own rules a little bit there. But what I did see this morning was a 30-minute break of structure right here. So I was up, saw this bearish candle. Right, we got this bearish candle this morning. Things pushed down, broke this structure right here, So I took a sell coming up here this morning. And then it started to dump. I thought, heck yes, let's go. Monday trades happening. We tapped, liquidated, stops just below this, and then pushed back up. Now, here's another place I messed up, y'all, and this is good learning. Like, in full disclosure, yeah, not perfect, make mistakes. This kind of liquidation, breaking this structure right here on the, I think that broke on the hourly as well. I should have moved my stop to break even immediately. Like, once we start breaking structure to the downside on a sell, that's usually when I move my stops. I didn't do it, and now I got sitting some drawdown, daily candle ended there, so I'm just kind of playing this one out to see if it's gonna work. I'm risking 0.25%, so I'm not stressed about it. And if anything, what we'll do is we'll just take a look at it later and see what's gonna happen. But actually, this is interesting. We got a little volume imbalance right here. That's when spreads changed at 2 p.m. my time, which is in California. So that's what I'm looking at with DXY and your USD. I do think, like I said, we could pop a little higher, push up, liquidate these highs, and my stop loss, and then maybe we'll get that pullback, right? But I think if you're playing a little safer and just wanted to go with the trend, we're just looking for buys, right? So don't follow this trade if you're out there looking. Don't look for sells. We're looking for buys on that. DXY, explain DXY. What are we looking at for anything else? I did want to look at NASDAQ because I don't trade this yet, but I'm super interested in it only because I love the way it follows. It just seems to follow through on structure so well. I think I'd recapped this trade, but I think there was another trade on NAS. Yeah, that was just like, right? Price had come down. And this shifted. This is just 30 minutes. I love the 30-minute time frame. But the way price popped up, right, gave us a broke above this structure. And then, look, it just came right back down. We could have made this our order block with stops, with like a safe stop below, for what would have been a killer trade. So like I said, I don't trade this. Honestly, I don't understand the pip value for this yet. I've tried to find a few references. But I need someone to explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old. You know what I mean? But guys, if you're into supply and demand trading, I've been watching this one, and it just obeys stuff really well. You literally could have had. Let's figure out what this trade would have been. Still catching that? Okay, hold on. All right. Could have put stops, just for absorption, right? Maybe below there. And then targeted the previous high, right? Guys, that's a 1 to 14, right? Let's bring that back up. I don't know why I did that. That's a 1 to 14, y'all. You could have been done for the week. You risked 1% and are funded with a large account. You probably could have been done for the month, honestly. NASDAQ's been delivering to the high side. So that's what I'm going to be looking out for. If somebody out there understands how to calculate pip value and lot sizes, etc., hit me up, let me know, or send me a good video. I just haven't found one that I've watched that I thought, wow, that's super obvious and easy to understand. So, but again, this kind of thing is beautiful to see, that kind of price action. I wonder what it looks like on like a 4-hour even. Yeah, kind of ugly on a 4-hour. Let's see the 2-hour. All right. Yeah, that 30-minute looks awesome, though. Yeah, plenty of imbalance down here, but yeah, okay, so there's your 1-hour order block right there, right? We had this price pushed up from here. Here was our last down candle. Man, beautiful. Let's take a look at XRP. I made another video about this. I think it was last Friday, quickly. But XRP delivered beautifully. Like I said, on 624, I mentioned, hey, we got this bullish close, right? We were capped under this high, tried to make an attempt, pulled back, pushed up, made the close, pulled back into this demand zone. And here's that conspiracy theory hat yet again. We had the technical and then the fundamental, right? The SEC lawsuit follow through. Technical and fundamental working hand in hand. Now, we did pull back quite a bit. Like, there's a big wick to the upside. We did fulfill a demand zone and fill in a fair value gap. Yeah, here we go. So we tapped into this monthly demand zone. There's fair value gap on the weekly, just above. Yep, right here. No, it wasn't there. I forget where it was. One of these charts might have been the daily. Is it the daily or the 3-day? Anyways, that's what this gray box is marking out, is that we have some kind of gap in there. But, oh no, I think that's another demand zone. Anyways, point is, delivered beautifully. I had called the 80 cents region. Obviously, we pushed higher to almost 95 cents. So, yeah, I'm not certain. This has got to move sideways. It's got to figure out. Definitely a lot of imbalance to fill down here, but it doesn't have to. If we can push up and break above, then we're probably looking at $1, maybe higher. I'd be looking at weekly levels. We break over $1, probably looking then to $1.13 and then into the $1.20 region. But I'm not certain. You know, I don't know if that's what we're going to get this time around. This could be just a news pump, and then we might dump and then consolidate sideways for, you know, a year. Who knows? But definitely bullish news for XRP. Glad for anybody who made some money on that. And just to recap again on Euro USD, we're looking for buys on this. Yes, I am in a sell. I do think we can get a pullback, but it hasn't proven it yet. So I'm kind of picking a top right now. We haven't proven it. That was a liquidation. We didn't get a close. If price comes down and closes below, I'll be looking for a pullback into a fair value gap for a sell, but only a temporary sell. This isn't anything long-term. I'd be looking at, this zone first on the 4-hour, but would love a deep pullback all the way down here to 1.10369 roughly, and to look for buys again. But anyway, safe trading, y'all. If you like what I'm giving you, please like, subscribe, follow. Find me on Instagram at TheKingsCapital and Twitter at TheKingsCap. Please tell your friends, and let's make this thing happen, y'all. All right, cheers. Hope everybody has a great trading week.